Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. There's some encouraging news about an experimental drug used to slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease.
New data was published on this potential treatment, and Channel 8's Veronica Beretta looked into it for us, and she joins us live here in the studio with more. Veronica?
For those affected by Alzheimer's disease, it's been a roller coaster ride when it comes to possible treatments. Experts say data on a new drug shows potential in the fight against the disease. This new treatment brings hope to people fighting Alzheimer in the U.S. and in Nebraska. The drug is called lecanemab, and although it hasn't been approved by the FDA yet, research shows it reduced symptoms of the disease by 27% in a period of time.
This treatment, lecanemab specifically, has the opportunity to really change the course of the disease in a meaningful way for Alzheimer's patients.
Patients with early signs of Alzheimer's showed less cognitive and functional decline after taking the drug compared with a placebo group.
It could mean, frankly, many months more of recognizing their spouse or children or grandchildren. And so that's a huge deal.
But there is a concern among Alzheimer advocates. Accessibility to treatment. Early estimates show the drug could cost anywhere from $9,000 to $35,000 a year. It's also unclear how much of that will be covered by insurance companies, including Medicare and Medicaid.
For people who don't have a lot of financial resources, it's extremely important to be able to provide whether it's Medicare or Medicaid coverage to those individuals so that they can get the help that they need.
Fossman says with previous treatments, even though they were approved by the FDA, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services decided to limit coverage to individuals only involved in clinical trials.
Now, that's a huge issue, particularly for states like Nebraska, where there aren't a whole lot of places where clinical trials occur here in the state.
Fossman says that in Nebraska, around 36,000 people over 65 years old are diagnosed with Alzheimer.
Our data shows that we can expect at least a 15% increase by the year 2025. So we know that portion of the population is growing.
Fossman says right now there is a lot of hope for people with Alzheimer and their families, as many studies target this disease in different ways. The drugs makers say they will apply for FDA approval early next year. Researchers say while lecanemab shows promise, the drug also had some side effects. For more, you can visit KLKNTV.com.
All right, Veronica, thank you for that story.